think I got all my settings right. I'm back on a live on LinkedIn and over on YouTube, I believe, to say that Jabra Plus for Admins, which is the new meeting room management platform from Jabra, is now GA. We've been talking about this since the beginning of the year, really. Actually, at the end of last year, talking about what this platform is going to look like, what it's going to do at launch. Let's hop over and take a look at that. Now, where we're driving here is that not only is this live, but next week, Technically Speaking is back. Technically Speaking had a break in June. With all the excitement of Infocom and the heat of the summer, we needed to take a little bit of a breather there. But in July, the end of July, 24th, we're coming back with the next Technically Speaking, and it is going to be focused on what Jabra Plus is at launch and what's coming. So you do not want to miss that one. Plus, there's some other good ones coming up. So before we get too deep into that, let's jump over to the desktop here. And on our desktop, you see the Jabra Plus for Admins landing page. Now, as this says meeting room management right now at launch, okay? It's GA, so at launch, you are managing your meeting rooms. Right now, you can manage your Panicast 50 BYOD rooms, your actual official meeting rooms. Lots of things you can do. You've got your dashboard, scalable solution, manage devices globally, manage things like your Windows for firmware updates, settings, lots of goodness here. And this is exactly what we're going to be going over in next week's Technically Speaking. Before I get to that, though, I keep trying to jump ahead of that because I'm excited. We're coming back with another Technically Speaking here. But if we were to click at the bottom of this page, you go through all the goodness of what it is. You have a download button, so you can grab a data sheet, a one-pager, and a sign up now button because, again, it's live. It's GA. If you hit that sign up button, it'll go over to cloud.jabra.com, so you can go to cloud.jabra.com and get signed up. If you are ready to sign up for your organization, start kicking the tires, loading some of those systems into the actual management platform and getting started. But once you have the login page that will pop up with the cloud.jabra.com, you can either sign in with your credentials here or there's a sign up now button. And that's where you're going to want to sign up now if you're not already. So this is where you get started. More to come on that next week for the July Technically Speaking. And here we are. We're on the Technically Speaking landing page. Again, please, if you have been to these previously and forgot where to go to sign up for them, or you're maybe new to them and want to know how you stay in the know with all the technical folks and resources at Jabra, this is going to be your one-stop shop. Head over to jabra.com /technically speaking. It'll, resolve to the URL you see on screen here. And it's a very easy URL, jabra.com /technically speaking. You get this main landing page. It'll show you what the next upcoming 3 sessions are. We will announce September's pretty quick here. But as you can see, July 24th, Jabra Plus for Admins. It's here. And up next, personal devices coming into that management platform. I'm not going to get deep into that on this live. I'm going to let our guest speaker tomorrow talk about that. But before I go into the rest of this, if you are not familiar with Technically Speaking, again, it is a monthly unwebinar because it's not just us talking at you and that's it. We encourage you to turn your cameras on. We'll enable your mics to talk and ask questions. You can interrupt us mid-presentation. Yes, we have a bit of a presentation. Always have demo in there. Time for Q&A, but it's a chance for you to get to know folks at Jabra. Bring those technical questions that you want to, whether it's on topic or not, and us to get to know you, hear from you, get feedback, hear what things you'd like us to talk about in the future. You can ask questions in the chat or through the Q&A app, but we do encourage a face-to-face let's talk things through. And then, of course, what would any webinar or unwebinar, as it were, be without giveaways? And every month we're giving away some pretty awesome devices from the Jabra portfolio. So make sure you do not miss signing up, but to be eligible to win devices, attend. Show up on the day of the event. Attend so we can see you in that attendance report and you'll be eligible for the drawing. And that's how we do those. So this first one here, July 24th, you click the sign up button and it will take you on over to the actual Teams webinar sign up page. This is a Teams webinar. I'll be hosting this thing. Oves will be presenting on the solution. There's your register button. You can see the time there. It's 12 o'clock East Central, 1 o'clock Eastern, and a little bit of a brief on what this is going to be. Now, if we go back over to the main page here, you can see that you can sign up for next month's as well. August 28th, Mr. Tressler, Michael Tressler, will be walking us through MDEP, unwrapping it, going beyond the fact that it's just a new Android OS for your room system. There's a lot to unpack there. Michael's going to be taking us deep. And again, if you have this page bookmarked, you can come back and see what is up for September and all the months following that. And then if you miss one, because life's busy and work's busy, and sometimes we're going to miss events we can't make, no problem. You'll go to these on-demand sessions and you'll get all caught up on all the previous webinars, unwebinars. We got to get Maze in there still, but this is where you'll get that library of recordings. So with that, I'll switch back over to my main screen. I won't take up any more of your Thursday, but just know if you have been watching the Jabra Plus for Admin story, it is out, it is live. You can now start managing your devices in that very soon. Jabra Panicast 50 VBS will be manageable there as well. It is a really big step in the Jabra ecosystem for managing devices. And as I mentioned, later this year, we'll be talking about personal devices in that space. That's a really big deal. Hope you're as excited about this as I am. Please sign up for next week's Technically Speaking, because you're going to get as much information about it as you could possibly need to have with that future-facing look. And of course, it'll be great to see your smiling faces there and raffle off some cool devices. I hope your week has been truly amazing. Thanks for tuning into these brief few minutes of your time in social media land. And we'll see you next Wednesday, July 24th, 1 o'clock Eastern, for the next Technically Speaking.